All right, guys, we did a rally race.
And the objective was to test the four-wheel drive systems in the vehicles and to see how far they could go in an off-road course, and we added some snow just for the extra challenge.
And let's see how they did. You have plenty of room. I have no idea why you're not moving.
You know, it might help if we put it in neutral. Put it in neutral.
Well, after getting Tim's truck out of the way, we were ready to start the rally.
I'm ready. Give me the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Ryan, are you ready?
Give me about 1 minute, I'll be ready.
This trail's a lot longer than that.
We're checking out Paul's 2005 F-150 run.
Yep, he's in 4 low.
He had the 4.6 V8,
Yes.
which some people say is underpowered, but I don't know.
I think it did rather well for the amount of snow that was on the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, I don't really see a lack of power there. Maybe if you are trying to haul something big, but I mean, it's a truck. You shouldn't be trying to haul bigger things with it. So if that's where the lack of power comes in, that's just idiocracy on the other end.
This is a lot smoother of
He
a
doesn't
ride,
look-
a lot smoother than mine went.
I think there was only one point in time I had a tiny speck of fear in my eyes.
Mine was constant.
Well, yeah.
You guys are looking the shot. I wish I had to take off it.
This corner coming up was a bit of a doozy, hey Tim?
Yeah, it was. I believe he took it about maybe 50% better than I did.
Yeah, just keep an eye out for that corner during Tim's run. It's a big left-hand corner, and it comes up fast.
Yeah, his handled that well. Right there, he gets sucked into the side, getting into that deeper snow.
Shortcut!
I'm surprised at how well they just kept going, though. I was expecting at least one of us to get stuck in there.
Totally.
And we all were able to just keep going.
I even aired down the Jeep tires in preparation for one of us to get to inside.
Looks like you lost a little traction there.
Coming up the hill.
Just sawing back and forth, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, sometimes you
But
just
he
gotta
made it.
keep throttling out.
Like, his seated position cracks me up. It's like he could fall asleep almost. He's so comfortable in that position.
I was thinking that same thing. He looks so comfy, but just bouncing around back and forth.
Yeah. It did actually stall after he had stopped, but it did start right back up after.
Right after the finish line.
Yeah. But he made it. He made it to the top of the hill.
Man, the lighting from this is cool looking. If we do unique lighting like this for all of our indoor stuff, it's gonna look so much better.
Here's Jordan's run.
Pretty sure he had a few noises.
There was a lot of noises and terrible traction.
Did you run yours in 4 high or 4 low?
I was in 4 high. I don't even think my 4 low fully functioned actually. So
Right.
I just left it in 4 high, but it did not go very well at all.
Well, you had that tire issue too, where the lugs were off.
Yes, and we
Yeah.
found that out later that
I
all
bet that
4
made
of my
that
tires
run
were loose.
very exciting.
I don't know if exciting would be the words I would choose. Interesting, maybe. It pulled me into both sides of the snowbank multiple times. It was not easy to keep it straight. I definitely hit at least 4 or 5 trees, I believe.
Do you know what your top speed was?
I may have reached 40, but I'm not so sure I trusted any of my instrument gauges from the RPMs literally sitting at 0 while I was at red line, and then it would bounce back and forth, or the temp gauge that just went beyond hot. So I would say that I would assume it was around 40, but I don't know if I trust that speedo exactly.
I was still surprised that it made it out.
I was
that thing
extremely surprised.
was probably total. Wow. The loose lugs and all of the other issues with that. I'm just still surprised that it made it all the way through.
I am too. I'm actually really glad that I was the one that was driving that one because it was not, it was not safe.
I was glad I wasn't driving it either because it's ugly.
Hey, yours wasn't much prettier.
Not at the end. It was when we started.
You had a lot of clearance.
That's true.
Custom clearance.
Custom clearance, bro.
Okay, ready in 3, 2, 1.
All right, here's Tim's run.
Here I go. So I was running in 4 high, and I just kind of gave her. She just kept going.
Did you have a tachometer in yours?
No, those don't have one. So I have no idea of the RPMs. I can tell you that she was whirling up pretty high, though.
How loud was it?
It was loud, unless it was a little better if you closed the passenger window, because both exhaust tips were right outside that window.
At least you didn't have one out your window, too.
Right, right. And that's kind of why we did this one that way. Was so the footage would be better, and if somebody needed to talk to me, they could. Yeah, that corner was a doozy also. She didn't want to turn when I got to turns. She just wanted to keep going straight.
It's a lot of weight to slow down.
Right. And
Oh, here comes the big left, isn't it?
about there, I believe I was going 45, and I come up on this big left turn
It really looks like you're doing
unexpectedly.
45. Yeah, that thing comes out of nowhere.
But there were, oh, here we go.
One.
Took them trees out. Overcorrected. But just kept giving her the throttle. She crawled back out.
Do you know how many trees you hit, estimated?
I think it was closer to 10 or 15.
I'm just
Nice.
curious.
Because there were some small ones that I just kind of plowed right through.
A real all-terrain vehicle. Trees included, yeah.
And she did it beautifully. It wasn't an issue to continually go.
I love that right there.
That bank, when I came out, my entire truck went completely sideways and hit the other snowbank and then went up there.
I was trying to win.
Yeah,
I figured I'd just see what would happen.
Just give her.
And I ended up coming out with the second best time. I do find it very amusing that the oldest truck and the newest truck got the best times.
That is kind of cool and funny.
And then the Ranger Danger.
All right, guys, you ready?
Alright, Matt.
I don't know if I hit him slow enough. I might have to do it slower next time.
Director of safety.
Didn't even feel it. That 95 is just a monster.
And there you go.
Make sure you get your seatbelt on, Matt.
Of course. What if I went
Buckle
into
up
a
for
snowbank?
safety.
I mentioned in here that I forgot. I'm a short person. I'm like 5'5", and I had moved the seat back to get something out of the back, and I forgot to slide it forward, and I didn't realize it till like the first corner because suddenly I couldn't reach the gas pedal. So I had a real fun time on my run. You can see I'm like leaning forward because I'm on the edge of the seat trying to reach the gas pedal the whole time.
Two-hander.
Were you in
Oh, yeah.
two-wheel drive or?
Oh, I was in 4-low the whole time
Okay.
and just gunning it whenever I could reach the pedal.
How was the rear end?
You could definitely see some stretches here where the rear end would be like, we're going left now, and now, and now. It would just kick for no
Yeah.
reason at all.
That was probably because of the play in the axle.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never felt anything like that, so I probably...
Well, it was in a rollover, so it it still ran and did a good job. So I think that's props to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a fun little thing to drive. It's just, that wasn't stressful. Like, I slowed down at there, like right there, it just kicked to the left, and I almost hit the trees.
Did you hit any trees?
I don't think so.
I think you might be the only one.
Yeah.
True.
What, the one with the second slowest time and the safety officer didn't hit any trees? Weird.
Weird.
I just wanted
Here
to
comes
win,
that
but-
corner. Oh, the Ranger did it just fine.
Yeah, the short wheelbase. It was really built for trail running and parking in towns, but if you wanted to tow something, well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, definitely not with this one.
Or mine.
Correct. How fast did you think you got?
I might have gotten to 40 miles per hour, maybe, in one of the straight stretches, but
Did you have a hard time getting through that, or were your tires a little bit of an advantage of
the
that?
tires were an advantage on this one,
Just
definitely.
kept going?
Oh, yeah. It was great.
So 4-low, good. 2-wheel drive, terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
I need more beer cans, more empty beer cans in the back for weight.
Or we could get tires that might be a more name brand than Thunderer.
Thunderer!
All right, so after the rally race, we kind of figured out scale 1 to 5 on which one did the best and which one did the worst.
We'll start with Paul's. I'm gonna have to say that he gets a 5 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, really the only big issue he had was the stall, but he was already done and it turned back on. So
I agree.
I don't think there was really any big issues there.
So we're gonna give the 05 a 5.
So what about the 97?
I would have to give that a 2, actually. It did make it, so I would have to say that it warrants above a 1. However, it was really hard to make it, so
Right.
I would definitely say a 2 on mine. All right, so Tim, how was the 95?
I think I'd give the 95 a 5. I mean, she not only handled the snow, she was able to go into the ditch and back out to the other one, and then back out of the other one, and so I was able to finish the rally. So there were noises, but I mean, it's over a 20-year-old vehicle, so you're gonna have those, and it was still second best. So
Yeah, it was real impressive to watch that thing go around corners like a brick. Oh, but it was so quick still.
It did have a lot of power, and it went rather well, especially
yeah.
being second highest time.
it just, no matter what happened, it just kept going.
And Matt, how about the Ranger?
The Ranger, it was like built for this challenge. It's very short wheelbase. It was pretty quick, and I really enjoyed driving it. But I made a few mistakes, like leaving the seat too far back for myself, and I am a chicken, so I think I got second slowest time. But it was still a good time. I'd rate it at least a 4.
This Ranger is the best F-150 ever made.
A 4 and 0 tree count. So
Yeah, 0 tree count.
It did get there.
The safest run,
Everybody
weird.
else.
The safety director had the safest run.
Weird.
Weird how that works. Please don't forget to like,
Comment.
Share and subscribe.
and we'll see you guys in the next video.
We were going to try to do that without ramps. And, well, it didn't work out very well.